Hey guys, welcome to JC Outdoor Fever. Today's episode, we're out Morley Pond, first ice, good 4 or 5 inches. There's 2 inches or so of clear black ice, and then there's the rest of it's crappier white ice. Having a good time watching the bluegill or sunfish come in and get my bait. I wasn't in a hurry to hook them. I was just playing with the camera and wanted to keep them in front of the camera as long as possible, so they weren't very aggressive. It's 2 days for a few hours each day, playing around, moving around, just about I don't know, just about 5 foot of water about everywhere I went, upper fours, and there's a couple spots that I know I've seen that are just over 6 foot, but that's it. I did see in the background on one of these I didn't put in one of these videos, these clips. There was a pike that, all the bluegill moved out, and then I seen a pike, kind of the silhouette of one, and way in the background, moving on through. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoy. There's a few. I think one of the clips in here coming up is there's a bass that sneaks on through, which I didn't see when I was actually recording it, and also one crappie. So try to remember exactly where I was at for that crappie. Maybe I can go in that particular area and see if I can haul in some of those. Also, I would like to remind you guys that this is my first time using the camera. So this is a FishPro camera, and I got it for an early Christmas present. It seems to work pretty nice. I didn't get the tripod with it, so I did. I put it on the bucket, and for the most part, I just I pinch it and I turn the cable, and I got the hole straight down, kind of like by my feet, and another hole further out, 1.5 foot or to 2 foot, where I'm fishing. It seems to work pretty nice. I will probably come up with a different way of putting the cable through, and maybe using a frisbee or something, cut out part of like a slot off them. I put the cable through and then set the camera up on the bucket and use a clothespin. Click it on there, and then I can grab the clothespin and then turn it, kind of like a rudder, kind of to turn it around where I want it, and just have something on the bucket, maybe the handle or something I can clip it through, keep it from wandering back, because it will remember, like when you unwind the hose, the memory of it, it will twirl around. So I see why they have a tripod, but I think I can come up with something down the road. Yeah. Anyways, getting a little tired making this video. It's kind of late. Having a good time. Out here enjoying the dog days of winter. At least I have the camera that occupied me. It's kind of like watching the live TV. Where's that big one going to come through? Can't wait to get out on a bigger lake where there's, potentially bigger fish and stuff, and see what's down there. So here we go.
Time to open up our campers and get ready to be on our way. The park up there will be open soon and we'll be the first ones there. We'll be camping way up north with the birds, the bees, and the bears. The lake looks so blue and warm and the ice is finally gone. Coming up to this place of ours, no way that we can go wrong. Get out the chairs and some wood and get that fire heating. Then let's gather around the grill and just figure out what we're eating. Going camping, you can come along too. Going camping, shake away those blues. Burgers, dogs, eggs and bacon, oh, it really doesn't matter. Just throw it all on the grill and listen to it splatter. So go ahead, relax. Maybe catch some fish. You gotta love it up here. No TV, no cable, no dish. Being with family and friends around a campfire at night, it doesn't get any better than this. We must be living right. Oh, it seems so good to be up here. Maybe sing a song. Or just unwind and be thankful that winter's not 12 months long. Going camping, you can come along too. Going camping, shake away those blues. So that's what we're waiting for on a long, cold winter's day. We look back, then ahead, the park opens back up in May. We get ready for this every year. Happy camping to all that goes. We may even see you up there. You just never knows. Going camping, going camping, you can come along too. Going camping, sing away those blues.
I know, that's a camping song, but just gotta come up with some music in the background to keep you guys entertained while we're watching the fishies go after the bait. But yeah, my dad wrote that and many other songs on here. Well, all the songs actually. So I have a few more that I can throw on in a bit, but just I was just playing around with the cable. I picked the camera up and use my thumb and finger and just kind of pinch it and turn it real slow. Get those weights, the two weights off the camera. They're sitting in the mud. Try not to disturb too much, since the fish don't seem to mind the camera at all, moving it around. Bluegill just kind of doing their thing. I was kind of surprised that they weren't that skittish, being that close. So yeah, I can't wait to get on the bigger lakes. We got, well, editing these. It's gonna be, see, Thursday, half an inch, up to half an inch rain and in the 40s. So a little bit of ice that we have might be gone. So or if not, we're gonna have all that snow on top. It's gonna be one heck of a mess. And then Friday, it's gonna freeze all that. It's supposed to drop into the 20s, go from the 40s to 20s real quick. So yeah, a flash freeze. Well, I guess we'll have a lot more ice if it all freezes up real good, solid. There we go. We got these bluegills just came out of nothing. Camera's kind of in a little bit different angle, pointing up, so it's getting more of the sunshine coming through. Still look pretty cold though. Yeah, come on, nibble on it. He says, "Oh, I'll get the sinker part of it. I get the head of the jig, and that don't taste any good." It reminds me after this video, I got my jig was tore up pretty bad. The body was starting to get pulled down a lot, so I'll have to get in the big tackle box and replace it with a new one. So I'm ready for our next fishing trip. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know if I'll get out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and while I'm videotaping this, it's a Wednesday, and should be the day before the front comes through, so maybe it'll be good fishing. If not, we're going to try to get out Thursday morning to go fishing, so that should be fun. We shall see. Oh, must be I moved it a little bit. He wasn't a happy camper. But yesterday and today, the footage that I got here, most of the bluegill were not very aggressive. They were just barely nibbling. Oh, he says, I could have probably hooked him if I really wanted to. And if I would have brought some spikes, something smaller, and small teardrop and a spike on it, I'm sure I could have caught a lot of these. But it was just for entertainment. Didn't feel like cleaning fish. And it's such a small body of water, such a small pond, backwater of the Little Muskegon. I didn't want to deplete a lot of the keepers. So gets a lot of pressure at first ice here until all the other lakes freeze up, and then people start moving out. The that I talked to today said that he lives on the other side of the pond, and surprisingly, every time he goes out over there, there's not even a bite, no fish at all. So for some reason they like congregate over on the opposite side of the pond. Not really sure as far as smallmouth. I know they're up the river, so yeah, I'm sure they probably swim on through occasionally. And there's walleye in the Little Muskegon River, but I'm hoping I can see one of those in here. That would be interesting. Everywhere he goes, it's very, very weedy. So if you're not snagging weeds, you got the camera in the weeds and you can't see anything. So there's that. I guess while I'm waiting for this bluegill to bite, maybe I'll find some more music to throw on for you guys to listen to. Well, I ran out of music, so guess we'll just have to do a little more talking here. I had this piece of seaweed, so I had to raise up the camera, try to get over it. So the focus will be on the fish instead of the seaweed. But yeah, it was a pretty fun time. Bebopping on the jig, up and down, up and down. Like I said, the body was starting to fall off the jig a little bit, so I had to pull it up and straighten the line out too, so the jig would lay out flat instead of dipping down. Get a little more action that way. I'm hoping I can get some good footage of maybe a little bit deeper water and rocky, different environments, kind of structures. Who knows? Maybe I'll run across some stuff down at the bottom. You just never know. Run across a fishing pole or ice auger or an old fishing shanty or that'd be pretty fun. But I don't know about like going down Hardy Dam, the old town of Oxbow or something, find a bridge. Heard it's down 40 foot down or 60 foot down or something. I got 80 foot camera, but I doubt it. Even with the light on, it would show up down there. A little bit too dark, probably. But it'd be fun to experiment. There you go. He's kind of sliding in. It's impressive how the fish can just kind of glide through the water with like spending no energy at all, pretty much. Just get going and they just glide through. Pretty neat watching those. Here you go, guys. Getting close to bedtime. So last year I went out here, first ice. It was the first time I'd been out. I did catch some bigger bluegill and got one really nice perch. I was pretty much exploring. Like here, everywhere you go, there's just an abundance of weeds. In the summertime, it's so weedy in here you can't even fish with a top lure because there's just gobs and gobs of weeds. If I'm not mistaken, I think, yep, there's a bass that comes through. I think it's this one right here, so I'll have to keep an eye out. Didn't see it when I was originally fishing, so. Somewhere in here, I thought there was this clip here. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Phew. How big the bass was, but it was just kind of just swimming along, doing its own thing. People would be surprised that the bass will hang out with these bluegill. They a lot of times just hang out together. So there he is. Boom, 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 boom. He's just lurking back there. Yeah, all these bluegill here are big enough where he probably can't, or he won't go after them. He'll probably go after some of the small ones, but yep. At least the jig got a lot of attention. That's why I wanted to go with the jig, because it's quite a bit bigger, just to bring in some of the ones that are off further. They could see it jigging from a little bit further distance. Bring them in, get them interested. I knew 95% of them would just come up and look at it and then swim away. Get a few that are nibble on it. Catch a few, the ones that suck it in all the way. And another thing, with the body on this being all weird, like destroyed, when you pull it up, like every time you pull it up fast, it would spin the body one way. So when you relax the lure, when you bring it down, relax it, and just kept it there without jigging it all, sometimes it would just spiral around, catch back up, and then each time you jig it up, it would keep going around and around and around and around, and then unwind itself. So there was that. But I was surprised how many fish. Oh, there's the crappie, I believe, in the background, just swimming on by. I think I know which hole that was, so I might have to see if I can get in a mess of crappie there. That would be pretty fun. There was a guy that I talked to that lives on the other side of the pond and that fishes, comes over here and fishes towards the restaurant. He said he's caught some 14-inch crappie in here. Hopefully he'll let them go, but it's hard to tell. Well, with the river coming in, there's a lot of fresh water and probably minnows and insects, and so they probably grow pretty good size. So you see a lot of lookers, but not a lot of takers. Oh, this is coming in hot and heavy. He's like, whoop, 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 I'm on it. That'd be fun though. Other days that they're biting real hot and heavy, where you can just throw it down there and just one after another get on the camera. That one there was trying to get caught, but didn't get him. The bait's kind of hanging down, and I have to bring it up and pull on the line a little bit to get it to cooperate. Look at him. Oh, hello. He's coming right up the camera and checking it out. Now, I was waiting for one of them to take off fast, or maybe some of them come up and stare in it. Not very many did, or move the camera, push the camera. I didn't have any of that going on. That would have been pretty neat if we did. Yeah. Sometimes they liked it when I moved just a little bit and then moved it up. They didn't really care for me dropping it down on the bottom. They didn't really come down and stare at it and investigate it. They just kind of swam away. They kind of like it. Move it a little bit and just leave it right there. But as the bait's not laying out straight, the back end's down, so I don't know if that didn't really help with the action, so. But seemed to get their attention no matter what. We got quite a few lookers here. Hey, thanks for watching, and please hit the subscribe button.